All right, I'm going to keep you all updated on this, the California drought. Does California really want the solution? So I reached out to STW Resources Holding in Texas here, which is in Midland, and I asked them if they would be open to working on a desalination solution for California. And within 30 minutes of reaching out to them, the CEO got in touch with me and said he's very interested in speaking with someone in California. And so that was to make sure. So yesterday, I contacted about 7 different places, I want to say, in the long run, in the office of, or I'm sorry, in the governor of California. Then there's the water resources. There's various departments. And I'm going to continue to contact the people in the California, not legislature, but whoever's a decision maker. By the way, if you know a decision maker in the California government that their contact information, leave it in the comments or shoot me an email. However, what's very interesting to me, because I spoke with 2 people, one of them was at I think it was the governor's office, and it was just kind of like, nah, no big deal, right? So, and the reason why I highlight this, and I also reached out, by the way, to the NASA scientist who wrote that article in the LA Times about, oh, there's only 1 year left of water. Well, we're going to really see if they believe what they say. I suspect that California is just making this up. Well, not that there's not a drought, but really this is just one of those things. They're trying to lie about climate change. What I mean by that is, whether you agree or disagree with climate change, there's all this, oh no, paranoia to try to sell it. And it's usually fraud. And if there's really a drought and they really need water and there really is a year left of water, they're going to be very receptive to new solutions to the problem. If they're just making stuff up and they're trying to be negative to sell articles or to sell some type of global climate change of their scientists, then they're really not going to care about a solution. So we're going to see if they're going to practice what they preach. I suspect they're full of it because they're California, and Texans have kind of observed that Californians, they've come to our state recently, and they're not interested in solutions or why they ever got into the problems they got into. They just kind of want to complain all the time. And so I wonder if this is what's going to happen with this California drought. Either way, I will keep y'all updated. I am reaching out to California because, hey, there's a solution to this problem. Obviously, STW Resources makes a desalination plant that's much more effective than what California is looking at. Their desalination plant that they're looking at only gets 50%, or produces, 50% fresh water. The other solution is 97%, so the Texas solution is much better. But whether Californians will actually go along with this, or they're actually going to implement this solution, or are they just going to whine and gripe and complain and write articles for the LA Times, and the LA Times is going to act like there's no solutions to their problem. Yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you all updated. I'm sure it will take weeks, but this is not the feeling of a state that is in very dire need. This is the feeling of a state that's just kicking the can down the road, and comes to water, you really can't do that.